is up, YouTube? Cuber Chris here. So you're thinking about getting a void cube and you don't know which one to get. Well, I've got your back. I bought two so that you won't have to. Let's talk about which one you should get. Just a reminder that if you're new here, it really helps me out a lot if you'll click that subscribe button if you want to see more content like this. Okay, so really quick, before we talk about the differences between these cubes, I just want to mention kind of what a void cube is for those who may not know. It's obvious, right? It's a cube that has no center. So what that really means though for performance is that there's no tensioning at all that can be done, and there's no springs, so there's no corner cutting whatsoever. So that's going to be identical for both of these cubes. In terms of price, virtually no difference. This cube by LanLan is $8 and this cube by Z-Cube is $7. One major difference is that this cube seems to be more readily available on most of the major cube stores today. You kind of have to dig around for this guy. A couple of cube stores actually say this is either out of stock or permanently discontinued, though other stores still have it available, so you may have to do some digging. But I kind of want to talk first about this LanLan cube. The performance on this cube is just about as bad as it gets. I mean, you can effectively think of this like a Rubik's cube, but maybe even worse. And like I said, no corner cutting, so you really have to force this thing. I'm using all the pressure I can muster, and if you're even slightly out of line on any of the layers, it just will not turn. And just so you know, I'm not making it up, I want to put some reviews on the screen. I mean, this guy is bad. People really dislike this cube, and you can see why. Even after breaking in some lube, it is just so unpleasant to turn. But for folks who really want to have a void cube for their collection, fortunately, there's this option. I don't really mind the look. I know some people hate the rounded corners. They do have a black version of this with black plastic. But man, the turning on this cube is night and day compared to that LanLan cube. By no means am I trying to say it's amazing, right? It's still very clunky, you can hear it. And once again, obviously you cannot tension this cube. And there's zero corner cutting at all. But it just turns so much more smoothly than the other cube, than that LanLan cube. So if you want to have a cube in your collection just to have on the shelf that looks like a Rubik's cube, obviously this is your guy. But if you want to have one that you might actually enjoy solving from time to time, you will tire of this cube after 5 minutes and you'll never want to touch it again. Whereas this guy, yeah, by no means is it a speed cube and it's not a delightful solving experience, but it is about 100 times better than this one. And then just really quickly on color schemes, the Z-Cube goes with a gold instead of a white and a pink instead of a red, so I'll show you really quickly. And it's kind of shiny, and then that pink. Everything else is pretty much standard. So if the gold will throw you off or you won't like the pink, you got to keep that in mind. That's all I have to say. Hopefully you guys found this helpful. Signing out for now. We'll see you next time.